As a football agent, my job is to build relationship with football players and take them to football clubs so that they sign professional contracts. But also, I have been privileged to interview sporting directors, CEOs, head of recruitment scouts while I travel around Europe. So here are three things that I learned from interviewing CEOs, sporting directors, scouts while traveling to build my network with football agency. Let's go. The first thing is problem solving. As an agent, if you don't solve problems, then football clubs don't care about you. Before, when I started, the thing I used to always think is when I will arrive at football clubs, I'll just tell them about my players, that I have this good player, I have this good player. Then they'll jump onto me and say, "Oh my God, you have this good player. Okay, can you bring him here for trials?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I can bring him tomorrow." That was my idea. But the first thing I discovered is that when interviewing sporting directors in particular, that they think of solving problems first. So this is how they think. The first, they think, where do we need strengthening? What gaps need managing for the meantime or quick fix as soon as possible? Uh, do we have someone coming through? So this is how their brain is wired. So when they think like that, so when you as an agent, when you approach them, the only thing you can be thinking, how can I solve a problem for you people? That's how you an agent should be thinking. Don't always go looking or saying, "Hey, I have this player," without knowing what they actually need. If you start putting your brain as the brain of a sporting director, you are going to make a lot of deals happen. So always analyze the squad, and think of the gaps that need to be filled. There are a lot of things. So I can guarantee you that the team you are trying to sell players to, you don't know the first 22 players in that squad. But let me tell you how agents who are building, or how I try to build, that in future I can become a lead, and be like one of the best in the industry. So one thing I'm doing right now, or one thing that I constantly try to do, is if I pick a team I want to work with, I want to know I want to know the 22 players in that team, how many minutes they play, how many minutes they play, and who is a French player, whose contract is expiring, who is going to be sold, who is the one that has problems in the team and want to leave the team. All these vital details. When you have this thing at your fingertips, you know how to contact clubs or sporting directors, because then you have done your homework. Okay, so if you're trying to make business with a club, these are the things you have to be trying to understand: how to solve a problem of a club. That's the first thing the sporting director thinks. Then the next thing is the budget of the club. Before you sell any player, you need to be thinking how much can they spend, because they are always actually looking how to make, because a football club is run as a business, you have to know that. And if you can always produce them value, they are going to always turn up to you, they're always going to turn to you. I'll give an example of this. There was a young kid I took to a football club, and that kid, just on the first day of trial, he did very well. And I didn't speak to the club, let's say, for a week again. After the kid was there training and doing everything, the sporting director, no, the coach contacted, sent me a message that the sporting director want to have a meeting with me. Do you know why? Because the player I brought to the club had value, and when he was performing for them, so they actually said, "Okay, can you bring us more of these players? You have a free pass to bring players." So that is it. When you provide value, it turns back into return, because people need your services more. Because a football club is a business and they want to keep growing. So if they find someone who can provide them value, they are going to hang on to that person. Okay. So those are the few things that you need to always be looking when, if you're a football agent, when you want to work with sporting directors. Then the last thing also I found out is access. As long as you keep providing value, you have access. I mean, you have access to them. But if you slow down and you're not providing value, someone is going to take your place. For sure. That's what I learned from interviewing them. So what I in all, what I learned is, as a football agent, learn to study how clubs function. Do not take your time to send a player to a club you haven't known how it functions. If not, you're closing the door. The door. So the first thing you need to do is research that club, what they are doing, what side they want to play. No fringe players, as I say. I'm going to no fringe players. Know all these details so that when you're sending your first message or when you're meeting the sporting director face to face, you know what the club looks like and what they are trying to do. From there on, you can build your relationship because you already have an idea of what the club is trying to do. Okay, so those were the things I can say that I went during my journey of contacting as an agent, 2 years as an agent, contacting sporting directors and CEOs, head of recruitment, interviewing them. I've learned that access, the most important thing here is to get access, you must provide value, and value you must keep providing. If not, someone is going to take your place. That's the nature of the business. Okay. So that's it for this short video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you're a football agent and you're new, struggling to build to build from scratch, I have a template here that I comment template, and I'm going to send you a checklist that I always do before I contact clubs. This is going to actually help you look at the things you need to do before you contact clubs, so that it can help you always put you on track and give you that level of professionalism. Now, if you want to work with me one-on-one and to build your network, I can help you do that. Book a mentorship call or consultation call with me on the link below, and I'm going to see you through through this part and help you build your connection and teach you how you can start from scratch so that you get you start placing your players in future with a football club. Okay, take care, and it was nice chatting with you guys, or it was nice talking with you people. On see you in the next video. Bye for now. Cheers.